Joining me right now is the Congress Party's Rajya Sabha MP, Ms. J.B. Mathur. Ma'am, yesterday the way in which the celebration had taken place for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as he has surpassed the number of working days as compared to the former Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. But the way in which he has made a blistering attack upon the Congress Party while mentioning about the Hindu rate of growth, saying that it is basically the Congress rate of growth which the Congress Party should talk about. What's your response to that?
It is not about the days or months or weeks or years or who surpassed who that matters. What matters is being in positions they hold or being the head of the nation. Have they done? What contributions they have made for the country, for the people. Now, what is the reality? Reality is paper leak. Reality is people are suffering due to price rise. Reality is the kind of agenda of this communal divisions that's happening in the country. All these are the realities. Now, 12 years you are in government and you cannot speak about your achievements in the 12 years of your government. Also, you want to speak on Congress. It shows that they don't have anything to showcase about themselves and they want every opportunity to be turned against Congress. People of the country know what Congress is. People of the country know what the contributions of Congress have been for independence, after independence, post-independence. The people know. So these kind of statements is not expected from a prime minister, that too when he is speaking about his 12 years. But this is what he is. This is what it is always about, creating a narrative, a wrong narrative, sending such signals of divisions, of religion, of caste. But we want to say that now that meeting is scheduled today of AICC Gen Secretaries and PCC Presidents and senior leaders, we will have a clear-cut plan on how to go about all these things, and we are all set to fight it out until success is ours in 2029.
Ma'am, Shiv Sena's Member of Parliament Sanjay Raut has also given a response to this particular statement of Prime Minister, saying that the BJP is half of the Congress Party's own members. Earlier, it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who calls these leaders as corrupt, but when they joined the BJP, then they became sacred. And in fact, he has also stated that if Prime Minister should be compared with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, then Nehru was the one who never, sent anyone to jail just to make pressure upon them. What's your take?
So this comparison itself is not required, because where is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, where is Narendra Modi? They are poles apart and can never be compared. And it is true, see, the magnanimity of Prime Minister, our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, lies in his greatness of respecting the opposition. That time Congress was in majority of super majority, but still he respected the opposition. And he respected every single identity and ideology. He respected that even if it is one person, I do not believe in religion, but I will fight till my end to protect the religious rights of any religion. So that is the magnanimity. But here what is happening, this kind of Congress leaders or opposition leaders, they are being threatened using ED, CBI, then they are threatened, blackmailed, and then they are forced to join BJP, and then suddenly, like washing machine syndrome, everybody is clean, everybody is nice, everybody is given portfolios suddenly. So this is a practice which has been going on. Why Prime Minister is not speaking about all these, that so many people who were corrupt when they were in opposition, we have brought them to BJP and now they all are clean. They do not say all that. Instead, they just keep attacking Congress and India bloc.
Ma'am, the similar kind of pattern is being followed in Trinamool Congress as well, the way in which there is a split which is currently going on. MPs are resigning. Yesterday, Sushmita Dev has also resigned from the Trinamool Congress. But there are some talks and speculations which are going on for a merger of the TMC with the Congress party. What's your take upon it?
Sushmita ji leaving Trinamool Congress is shocking, not expected. She was earlier in Congress and a very respected leader at that time in Congress, and also when she went to Trinamool Congress also, it was understandable because everybody has the same thinking and ideology, but her resigning is definitely shocking. And about the merger, all that is not for any individuals to say any opinion. It is a leadership at that high level which has to decide. But the positive factor is, you see, what is country watching? Mamata Banerjee meeting Sonia Gandhi madam, and then Abhishek Banerjee interaction with Rahul Gandhi. You see, all these are very positive in terms of gaining our strength, gaining momentum towards preparing ourselves for 2029 in a better way, with a larger platform, getting our soldiers on board to be on the war foot, to be victorious.
Ma'am, the way in which nomination of Meenakshi Natarajan got rejected, you had approached the Election Commission of India Congress Party, and today you are also planning to go to the Supreme Court to fight against it. But do you actually believe that your voice will be listened? Because the way in which this complaint was being registered by the BJP, that there were some discrepancies in her nomination paper, that is basically being taken up by the returning officer, and even the Election Commission is also of the same view. What's your...
What happened with Meenakshi Natarajan's nomination papers being rejected is arbitrary, unconstitutional, and it is very, very unfortunate that something like this has happened. Look at the other side. We hear in Prime Minister's nomination, sometimes wife is there, sometimes wife is not there, sometimes it's marked as married, sometimes not married, sometimes it is put as God knows which university without even saying which discipline, but sometimes put as graduate. See, these are the things happening on one side, and we all have to take it and be happy with what is happening. And on the other side, somebody like Meenakshi Natarajan, who is a staunch fighter for democracy, who has come up the ranks, who has a lot of values in life, who is a strong woman. The BJP, which talks about women Nari Shakti, is trying to sabotage a woman only where irrelevant reasons, and Supreme Court in its guidelines have told in multiple occasions earlier that rejecting a nomination should be on very strong grounds, not on flimsy grounds. So we are very positive that we will get justice. We will continue our fight both politically and legally.
Ma'am, last question I would like to ask. In a move by the central government, they have basically exempt the ethanol blended petrol from the excise duty, and the government is making this claim that this move is being taken to reduce the dependence upon the imported crude oil. What's your response to that? Because the way in which this crisis is going on, we are getting oil from Venezuela. Do you believe that this is going to be a kind of a relief for the common man of this country?
This government mismanaged the entire oil issue is very clear. Right from when Middle East crisis started, we have been repeatedly asking. That time Parliament was also in session. Rahul Gandhi ji, everybody has been asking what is the plan ahead. Sab changa hai was a reply, but it is a total mess. The kind of issue that has come up, this government has no clue how to handle it. So they are now at the moment trying their bits and pieces on how to manage, but it is very unfortunate government did not take this fuel crisis issue seriously right from the beginning.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So that was the Congress Party's Rajya Sabha MP, Ms. J.B. Mathur, speaking on Times Now with video journalist Dilip. This is Yamka Singh reporting for Times Now.